If you're seeing this, it's not a coincidence. God wanted you to see this video today. I feel like the message that I want people to take away from today's message is no matter what circumstances or positions that you are in or hard times that you're in right now currently, that is not your final chapter. That is not your final form. And if you want to, and you put the work in, you're able to change your circumstances at any time. That's what I will say. I feel like if you're seeing this, God wanted you to see this, or He wanted you to hear this video. And I'm pretty sure there's time where you feel unsure about your direction, your faith, which way you want to go in life, what it is that you want to do. But one of the main things that I have learned during my journey is that faith without work is dead. Meaning you have to meet God halfway. You can't pray and not put the work in at all. A lot of people sit around and they pray for changes, but then they still do the same things that they've been doing. No accountability, no self-reflection at all. I don't understand how you expect to change your situations if you don't change your habits that got you to where you at in life. Me personally, I feel like a lot of times we blame everybody besides ourselves, or we sit there and say what we couldn't control instead of just worrying about what we can control. What is it that you can control? You can control your reactions to certain things, and everything don't need a reaction from you. You know, you don't have to invite everything into your life by reacting towards what somebody do or say. Sometimes no message is the best message. Keep it pushing. If it don't concern you really, or if it's not something that you can control, don't stress over it and focus on the things that you can control. A lot of times we dwell on things that we have no say-so over, and we blame all our past trauma, you know, the mommy issues, the daddy issues, how we was raised, how we was grew up, the environment that we was raised in. We blame everybody else besides ourselves. You know, some of us, me personally, I'm 31. Some of us get to that age where, sorry if the wind is blowing too much. Some of us have to understand that you get to that age. Ooh, the wind is blowing today, so sorry. But some of us have to understand that we get to the age where it's no more blame game. You can't blame everybody. You can't blame the past trauma. You have to work towards healing and moving on and making your life better for yourself. Because what are you going to do? Just keep blaming everybody else or all your old situations and keep that going, and then you look up, you're 40, 50 years old in the same situation? I had to learn you have to make amends, and sometimes you don't need closure, or sometimes you won't get closure. A lot of people feel like they can't move on because they don't have closure, or they didn't get closure from a certain situation, or their parents didn't apologize for certain things that they've been through. Sometimes you're not going to get that. Sometimes you have to move on. You have to leave that situation dead where it's at and learn that you don't need the closure. It's some things I learned along my journey, like as you don't need to vent about everything you're going through to everybody. Like I said before, I feel like you could have one good person or one therapist, and the rest you vent to God. A lot of people is not going to be wishing for your best. They don't, they might seem like they wish the best, They might give you halfway congratulations, or I see you doing this, I see you doing that, and act like they genuinely happy for you. Or they might not speak to you or, check in on you, but they're in your views or in your stories. Those are called like monitoring spirit. Those are people that's watching your every move just to see what you got going on in life. So make sure you're not venting to the wrong person. Make sure you're talking to somebody that actually care and not somebody that just want to know your business so they can gossip to the next person. If you feel like you're in that situation, or if you feel like you have some of those people around you, you need to cut ties. You need to move on, because you could be blocking your blessings, and you're going to keep going through the same thing until you learn the lesson that God is trying to teach you. That's why people say you could be blocking your blessings. Learn how to be alone. Being alone is not lonely, even though some people feel like being alone is lonely. You shouldn't be codependent on other people. Learn how to sit in your own quietness, self-reflect, figure it out, what it is that you've done wrong or that you have done wrong, things that you need to change. It's okay to go out by yourself. You don't need to go out with people all the time. It's okay to be alone. Just because you're alone or being alone don't mean you're lonely. Sometimes you just need time for yourself. And I feel like that's a major thing right now in this society. A lot of people don't know how to be by themselves. They feel like they need a person with them everywhere they go. To the gym, when they go out. Like anything they feel like they sometimes take yourself to the movies. Sometimes take yourself out to eat. And while you out eating, journal. If you do content creation, record yourself eating by yourself. It's okay. You don't need to be around people. That's an energy drainer. Then you wonder why when you get home you're so depleted. You're around so many different energy, and you don't know if all energy is good energy. You feel drained. You feel drained at the end of the day. See, growing up, me personally, I felt like that I was that person that was always around people, and now that I'm older and I'm more mature and wise and see things for what it actually is, I learned that being alone is not an issue for me. I actually love it, because I do love peace and quiet sometimes. I do like when I don't have to talk or hear somebody's voice all the time, because it gives me time to think and reflect. What's my next move? And that's the thing. You can't make your next move or talk about your next move. Sometimes you can't let your left hand know what your right hand doing. You got to look at life like they say, it's not checkers, it's chess. And what I learned in chess is that nobody speaks the whole game until it's checkmate. Don't let that go over your head. Nobody speaks in chess until it's checkmate. So why are you going around telling people your every move, what you got going on, what is it that you're trying to do in life, not knowing their energy or what they're preying on? They could be preying on your downfall. Stop telling people your every move. Stop posting every day on social media unless you're doing content. And even then, still be mysterious about what you're doing, how you post, or giving out certain information that you want to give out. Because a lot of people is just watching just to watch, just to have something to talk about. Keep your plans to yourself until you do it and you benefit from what your plans was. Like if you get in a house, don't say you get in a house, just post you in your new house. They can't prey on your downfall, you already got it. Don't say you're getting a new car, just post yourself in your new car. Don't say you're starting a business, because everybody's going to try to defer you away from your business, call you crazy, because they never seen somebody start a business from the ground up. So you can't tell nobody your next move. When you start your brand, then you call checkmate once everything is up and flowing. Stop procrastinating. Start today. Do the little things. Show up for yourself. Be consistent. be consistent. Be consistent. That's the main thing you can ever do, is be consistent and pray. Pray as much as you need. Hold on, the wind is blowing, so I'm trying to get the wind when it stops. But yeah, there's no such thing as too much prayer, you know, and it's no such thing as I need to change before I give myself to God. Go as you are. If you a sinner and you smoking and you drinking and you partying and it's okay. God will give you the guidance, and you will start to learn certain things are not for you, or you'll see why those things are not for you. And slowly but surely you will depart from those things. Like I said, I was one of those people that started just like that. The smoking, the drinking a lot. And I thought I had to fix myself or do this before I started praying. No, as you pray, you would get clarity on what it is that you're supposed to do. Once God sees that you're willing and trying to change, he will lead you and guide you as long as you keep hearing the message and doing the things that he asks you to do. That's just simple as it is. Then blessing starts to come in. And you wondering, like, why I didn't do this all along? I wasted years suffering when I could have just gave myself to him, listened to his calling, and I would have been here already. It kind of make me, or even you, it should make you upset. Because I didn't have to struggle for that long. I didn't have to go through those things. So it was me all along. My choices, my decision messed me up a lot of times in the long run. And your choices could be from what you consume, what you listen to, who you're around. You know, a lot of people always say, like, you're around 9 millionaires, you'll be the 10th. You're around 10 convicted fellas, you'll be the 11th. Who you're around. Make sure you're around like people, like-minded people. And I always feel like there's 3 people that you should always have around you. A person that's doing better than you, a person that's on your level, and a person that won't say below you, but somebody that you could bring you up. You know, keep yourself intact from where you've been, where you started. And that's what I choose to do. You always want to pull somebody up that was in your situation as well, or that was in those dark places. And don't forget where you came from and how hard you worked to get to where you was going. This is just a message that was heavy on my heart. And every day I come out here and I just speak what's on my mind. I don't have no prompter. I'm not in my house behind a screen. I'm giving y'all raw, true, authentic feelings of how I feel while I'm out here jogging and running. You know, I do my laps and I take in the fresh air, and I think about what it is that I want to talk about today, or how am I feeling today. And then I get on here and I speak on how I feel. The message is clear. If you want to change, it starts with you. Show up for yourself, be consistent, plan out your days, set some goals, some little goals, have some major goals, work towards them. Keep your head down, keep like-minded people around you. Sometimes if you need to be alone, it's okay, be alone. Get yourself together. At the end of the day, I learned one of the most important things I want to do is get my family out from where I live. And 2, God willing, my mom's live on this earth, is to put her in a better house as well. And that's something nobody told me from younger. That's what real men do. That's just something I found out on the way as I grew up. So if it's anything that you feel that you need to do or would like to start working on, I would like to know in the comments below what it is that you feel, or what are some things that you need to do. Or even if you, like I just said, you don't feel like you need to tell everybody your business, don't. But one thing I want to say is drop a prayer here in the comment if you believe that you will change or you will start to work towards change. We are not supposed to be average. We are not average. Anything that we want, we can manifest as long as we work. Like I said, faith without work is dead. So meet God halfway, pray, keep your head down, do what it is that you need to do in life. Be kind, love everybody no matter what race, ethnicity, religion, anything. Love everybody. And I just want to say I'll see you on the next video. Peace.